All right, so Sandman, we were talking and we were talking about the book that you published. Tell us, you said 23rd Battalion. Tell us a little bit about
the 23rd Battalion. I published that in 2013. It was a journey with 2 years embedded in the Chicago Fire Department on the South Side, one of the busiest battalions, one of the most dangerous battalions in the city. It came about because photography is a hobby of mine. I had one of my college buddies. He joined the fire department, and he was in his candidacy year was over, meaning that he was no longer a probational firefighter. He was a full-fledged firefighter, and he asked me to come and take some pictures because this firehouse was historically a mostly all-black firehouse. You know what I mean? And it was a thing of pride for him. So he asked me, come take some pictures. I said, okay, whatever. Came take some pictures of them, doing what they do throughout the day. And then one of them, Lieutenant Gerald Glover, who actually became a very good friend of mine, he asked me, he said, yo, why would you stay for, the night, man? Because, you go to some of these guys' houses, they got pictures that they got fires. We ain't got none of that shit. We catch fires all the time. We actually did catch a fire that night. Wow. I took some pictures. They loved it. So they asked me to come back. So this is around October 2010. I met this gentleman by the name of Corey Acom. We was leaving in the mornings. I stayed over that night. I stayed at the firehouse, did the whole shift with them. And Corey Acom was relieving, and I met him, shook his hand, spoke to him, talked to him. 2 months later, December 22nd, 2010, Corey Acom was killed in a building collapse on, I'll never forget the address, 1744 East 75th Street. So he was killed in a building collapse. At the time when it happened, I didn't know it was him, of course. All I know is I was in my basement working out. I had this app on my phone that the fire department's called Radio Scanner. That the guys from the fire department told me to put on my phone.
So you get to hear like the police and stuff like that?
Right. And usually on any given day, you may have 50 people listening to Chicago Fire Department. On this particular day, it kept chiming. Looked at my phone, there was over 3,000 people listening to Chicago Fire Department scanner. I said, I knew something was wrong. So I went upstairs and I looked on the TV, and I could see Tower 34. And that's the house that I did the book at, that I was working with. I saw that tower. It had the main to the roof, and the roof was collapsed. And at this point, I know who's doing where, who doing what, but I didn't know what shift it was. So of course I'm calling. Of course it wasn't my boy Anthony's shift. He said it was first shift going into it was third shift going into first shift. So it was a mixture of people. They didn't know who was there. Because some people was coming in the morning that was relieving people. Some people were still there because their relief hasn't came in yet.
Right.
So I went to Christ Hospital, and then that's when I found out it was Corey. He was crushed, and then Edward Stringer, both of them rest in peace.
So your guy who initially invited you in and why you even began this journey was killed?
No. My boy Anthony, who's still a Chicago firefighter.
Okay.
The Downing brothers. You ever seen those guys?
Nope.
Okay, they do the houses and stuff. But anyway, shout out to them brothers, man. They do a lot of great entrepreneurial shit. He invited me in, but like I said, I met Corey during those days. I was at the firehouse, just taking a picture just to give to them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Those was some hobby type shit. So they asked me to come to the funeral, take some picture at the funeral. So the gentleman, the firefighters in the house got pictures of their own. I did that. And then Sonny would just tap me on my shoulder like, Sonny got to be done, man. I saw his wife. His wife, said Corey Acom's wife is a very beautiful person. And, she, I saw her, and I looked at her and I'm like, she got these kids and we got to honor him some way. And I'm like, man, I don't have time to do this. I got music shit going on, this, that, and the third. But I found time, and 2 years later, I ended up publishing the book, 23rd Battalion.
How did the roof collapse?
You want the political version or
No,
Hold
cut it real
on. Okay. Cut.